There's only one time of the year that brings us to reflection, thanksgiving, and tears. Christmas is one of the most popular holidays of the calendar year, but it can also bring pain and sadness for others. Yet there's a glimmer of hope as we remember the true meaning of the season, which is to celebrate the birth of Christ. Welcome to another Wednesday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. Inside the pages of the magazine today, we show you how to experience the true spirit of Christmas. More after the news.
Do you own land and need a title? Well, the National Land Agency NLA can help. Through the systematic land registration process, the NLA will assist residents to get titles in declared project areas across Jamaica. Systematic land registration is the methodical and orderly registration of parcels of land in a designated area known as systematic adjudication area. For further information on the systematic land registration process, including declared systematic adjudication areas, who can apply and the benefits, visit the National Land Agency's website at www.nla.gov.jm or email asknla@nla.gov.jm. The National Land Agency, one goal.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, December 7, 2022. Thousands of residents in Clarendon now have access to improved health services following the renovation of the Chapelton Community Hospital. The rehabilitated hospital was officially reopened yesterday by the Prime Minister, Health Minister, and other key government officials. The project was undertaken at a cost of $309 million through funding from the Chase Fund, the National Health Fund, and Jamaican businesswoman and philanthropist Beverly Nichols. Prime Minister Andrew Holness thanked Miss Nichols, who was born in Blackwoods and immigrated to the United States, for her $1 million assistance to the project through her Push Start Foundation.
And I want to use you, Beverly, as an example. Let us build our homeland. Let us build where we belong, so that you will always have the real option of returning here to live. Jamaica, the place of choice to live, raise your families, do business, and retire in paradise.
Chapelton Hospital's main building was rehabilitated, in addition to the construction of an ambulance bay and upgrading of a ramp to allow for stretcher access. The minor operating theatre was restored, and medical gas and a fire detection and alarm system was installed, in addition to plumbing and electrical works. The facility now boasts a new 20-bed ward named the Beverly Nichols Pavilion. It also has a new pharmacy, expanded food service department, additional parking, and other amenities. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says the project has been money well spent and tangible evidence of the importance of partnership.
And I really hope that this will be an encouragement to others who may be tempted to give but concerned about how those resources are accounted for, to recognize that there is a way to get it right. And this is an example of that.
Member of Parliament for Clarendon North Central, Robert Morgan, says the reopened hospital will not only improve access to health care, but also drive economic development in the area.
No longer will we all have to take the long journey to Maypen to get emergency medical help. While the health aspect of the hospital is important, the hospital as a centripetal force in drawing people to the community who can improve our economic prospects is also significant.
In other health news, on Tuesday, the ministry received another batch of cold chain equipment to increase government storage capacity for COVID-19 vaccines. The donation, which includes 2 Land Cruiser refrigerator vehicles and cold boxes, will also support other supplemental immunization activities and routine vaccines for the next 5 years. They were provided courtesy of $1 million in grant funding from the government of Japan. The partnership for the supplies also includes UNICEF. State Minister of Health and Wellness Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn says that as part of the long-term strategic plan, government will receive a 40 cubic meter walk-in cold freezer room next year. She says the equipment will assist the island-wide immunization and vaccination drive. The Falmouth Fire Station in Trelawney has been outfitted with technological equipment to support in-house training and emergency services provided by the unit. The devices, which value more than $1.5 million, were supplied and handed over by the Universal Service Fund, USF. They include 3 desktop computers, 2 laptops, 1 multifunction printer, 1 projector, and a projector screen. Deputy Commissioner in charge of operations Kevin Houghton thanked the USF for being an integral partner in the advancement of ICT within the fire brigade, especially in the area of training.
One of the things that we wanted to change is a turnaround time in how we recruit persons. And I must tell you that because of your last donation to us, we have significantly cut down the turnaround time in our recruitment process. Right now, once an applicant do the entrance test and click finish, he or she can get the results instantly.
Member of Parliament for Southern Trelawney, Marissa Dalrymple Philibert, is also commending the USF for the support, which she says is a rich investment in the town's fire service.
These pieces of equipment will enable our firefighters to conduct simulation exercises. It will enable them to conduct tactical decision-making exercises and to establish and maintain administrative digital records.
The Ministry of Education and Youth has announced that it is significantly closer to achieving its 72 priority targets out of the more than 190 recommendations outlined in the Jamaica Education Transformation Commission JETC report. Acting Permanent Secretary for the Ministry, Maureen Dwyer, says one of the targets reached is the identification of a top candidate for the position of Chief Education Transformation Officer.
We've gone through the process. Took a little while. We had applicants from not just Jamaica, but overseas. We expect that before the end of this month, we should be able to name that person to the public.
Ms. Dwyer was speaking at the recent Education Transformation Oversight Committee ETOC press conference. She says the ministry is also in the process of hiring a project lead who should be in place by December 16, as well as administrative personnel and a communication strategist expected to be on the team by January of next year. And finally, Education Minister Fable Williams says contracts are in place to provide broadband connectivity to 554 schools. While addressing the recent ETOC press briefing, the minister disclosed that 377 schools already have adequate internet service.
There was an assessment done of all the schools, looked at what their population was, and a decision was made that for each student, here is how much broadband connectivity we should allocate to these schools. And so if you go to these 377 schools, it should be quite evident to you that there's good connectivity in these schools.
She says the ministry will continue to secure connectivity for other institutions while giving priority to other domains, including governance and accountability, early childhood education, the teaching curriculum, and finance. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Yes, it was the birth of a child that started the celebration of what we know today as Christmas. And at this time of the year, children are beyond themselves, trying to hold on to every sweet and joyful moment the season brings. Let's show you how making these memories is a special kind of gift you can bestow on these children.
At this time of the year, the possibility of having a joyful Christmas is something to look forward to. Families are a big part of the season. There are loads of fun, food, and joy. And who better to tell us how much they longed for this experience than the child who wished it? It's the wish of these children from state care that are answered through the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA's Take a Child Home program. The program invites members of the public to host children for the Christmas holiday period, providing them with that warm family experience. The program returns after being on pause due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
I think the exciting part about this program is that it extends beyond just biological families, and so families in Jamaica who just decide that they want to open their homes and their hearts to children get an opportunity to do that at Christmas time.
Regional Director for the CPFSA's Northeast Region, Carolyn Stewart, says over 300 children benefit each year from the program since its inception in 2018. Interested persons must meet the following criteria to participate in the program: be 25 years and over, have a valid ID, 2 passport-size photographs, and 2 references from a justice of the peace, pastor, or high-ranking police officer. You must agree to being interviewed by a children's officer, agree to members of your household being interviewed, and agree to the CPFSA conducting a home visit and assessment.
So once the application is in, within 5 to 7 working days, applicants are able to hear from us. Remember, now we need time for the home assessment and that kind of thing. Now, depending on proximity to the office and where our investigators are at the time, there are persons who might really get express service, but we want to, say 5 to 7 days just to make sure that we cover all our ground. We just want to make sure that the children are comfortable, that there is a safe space for the child, that supervision for the child is considered during the holiday season. And so that home assessment and community visit is really just to make sure that we know exactly who it is we have included in our program.
It's a time to reflect and celebrate in the spirit of love and joy. Children are most in need of this.
The uptake has been good. The response from Jamaica has been excellent. And even narrowing down to very close to the holiday, we are still sometimes getting calls for persons who just really want to be a part of it.
The Take a Child Home initiative is open to children in state care between ages 3 and 18 years. Families can choose how long they want the child to stay.
Island-wide, most schools close out for Christmas break around about the second to third week in December. Once that time comes, the holiday program can start, the placement can begin, and there is no window in terms of number of days or number of weeks, except that the children go back to school in January.
It's an opportunity to create the best Christmas memories for a child who needs it.
No, some of the best experiences I've had is seeing children really warm up to the families. And when you drive up into a yard and you see biological children of the applicants run out with arms wide open, you realize that there are really no borders when it comes to children.
For more information on the Take a Child Home program, visit childprotection.gov.jm/opportunities-to-nurture or contact the CPFSA headquarters at 876-948-1145 or 0243.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember all the toys I got as a child. Nah, can't you remember? It was just too much. Toy trucks, football, sneakers with lights. You get the point. But did you know that many children are left without having that special item they desire for Christmas? Here's how you can help to change this.
All year long, they have been dreaming of the day when they would unbox and crumple paper, all in the hope of getting their Christmas wish. That's the joy that this program by the Child Protection and Family Service Agency CPFSA brings to children in state care each year. The Grant-A-Wish program was created when the COVID-19 pandemic stopped the CPFSA's regular Christmas initiative, Take a Child Home. COVID safety rules meant the children could not leave to stay with families for the holidays. But the CPFSA still wanted to ensure that the pandemic did not dampen the Christmas spirit.
So what we decided to do instead was to create an opportunity for members of the public to help children in care enjoy their Christmas holiday by giving them a gift or responding to one of their wishes.
The program is part of the CPFSA's mandate to help children in state care experience a sense of normal family life.
Whether it's a toy or any other thing that they may have asked for, once they get it, they're usually elated. Sometimes they can't contain the sense of excitement and joy and so on. And of course, for the persons who are givers, the ones who make the sacrifice to give, they find a sense of fulfillment, a sense of, a kind of actualization in giving back.
So while getting your Christmas preparation done this season, the Grant-A-Wish program is a good opportunity to pause and remember the spirit of giving. The target is to respond to the wishes of 2,000 children.
You can just go to our website at childprotection.gov.jm/Grant-A-Wish, and it will take you to the list of wishes. Or you can contact any CPFSA parish office or regional office. You can call us or you can visit, and you'll get a list of the gifts. You will see, for example, the initial of the child, the parish they're in, and the 3 wishes that they may have. And just choose and give something.
The program also reaches those children in foster care.
We also have children who are in foster care, who may not benefit from their own gift based on the needs and constraints and so on in the foster family. So we find that with the Grant-A-Wish program, we're able to help children who are in residential childcare facilities as well as those who are in foster care placements to benefit from a Christmas present. I think everybody enjoys getting a present around Christmas time. They enjoy getting a gift around Christmas time, and many children, it's something they look forward to.
The program is open to persons living overseas and corporate Jamaica. If you're interested in donating gifts, make drop-offs at CPFSA's regional offices by December 9. For cash donations, email info@childprotection.gov.jm for further details.
When a child is in care, that child is Jamaica's child. And I think all Jamaicans have a part to play in helping to make that child's life as normal as possible. So we want all Jamaicans, all well-thinking Jamaicans, to see this as a worthy and noble initiative to help a child. If you can't do it all the time throughout the year, Christmas is an opportune time to make a difference in a child's life.
We want everybody who is driving on the network, under the sound of my voice, say after me, I am not a slacker. I am not a slacker. Right? And then now, because you say you're not a slacker, that means you're going to drive for the entire country of Jamaica. You're going to ensure that our Ministry of Health spend more time addressing matters that really need to address, rather than having to cancel operation because of 21 people from one motor vehicle rushing for medical treatment. And we want to big up our medical fraternity, our fire brigade and our police, who are on the front line, who have played a great job in saving thousands of lives.
Helping our children practice good road safety habits is not just the ideal thing to do. Find out how this project in our schools is helping to create Jamaica's road safety culture.
Safe Passage Project is an intervention to support the safe commute of children to and from school using specific roadways and thoroughfares. Road safety is a national cause for concern, as hundreds of Jamaicans, including children, have lost their lives annually due to road accidents.
The police and citizens do welcome the Safe Passage Project. This project is not only beneficial to our youngsters, but by extension, the community.
The project has already been implemented in 8 schools across Jamaica under the first phase of the Integrated Community Development Project, ICDP, which was funded by the World Bank. And building on the success of Phase 1, the Safe Passages Project is now being implemented under the Government of Jamaica's ICDP-2 project in 5 communities: Salt Spring and Anchovy in St. James, Treadlight in Clarendon, Greenwich Town in Kingston, and August Town in St. Andrew. 3 of these safe passages, including within Salt Spring, are Government of Jamaica targets under the EU's Citizen Security Program for financial year 2021-22.
We are here in this ceremony to hand over a safe passage. And let me tell you that indeed when we help the government to implement the Citizen Security Plan to make sure that children can go from the 2 places in their life which should be, where they should be safest, between home and school, one cannot say that that is not contributing to citizen security and to their well-being. So I'm extremely happy to see that we have included interventions like this in our support. It is not just a road safety project, it's a community project where everyone gets involved.
The project does not stop with the infrastructure. It also includes a comprehensive public education and road safety program targeting staff and students, residents, transport providers, and other road users by educating them on proper road usage.
It is my hope that this Safe Passage project will attract other stakeholders to build on this foundation.
This safe passage in Salt Spring boasts all the features which have become synonymous with the project. At a cost of $14 million, 400 meters of sidewalk was constructed with safety guardrails. School traffic signs were installed already, and a pedestrian crossing was put in place. Additionally, 2 bus sheds were constructed. The school fencing was rehabilitated and replaced with a block wall structure, decorated with murals depicting messages on road safety. It is my hope that this Safe Passage program will have the outcome of providing safe commute for students, staff, and other pedestrians in partnership with the wider community and other stakeholders.
from an assignment. One of my colleagues saw something happening in the vehicle.
And somehow it was just not moving.
We come down and see the car, like it a rock, and we could glimpse inside.
Brave hearts were the angels of rescue who intercepted the abduction of a teenage girl earlier this year.
We started seeing tossing going back and forth. Then the child's foot came out the vehicle, and that kind of triggered some amount of alarm to us to say, that a student, so what could possibly be happening there. It was obvious from what was happening that she was fighting back.
We all screamed and said, follow him. It's like it was a chorus.
We were chasing him and he was going high speed and we were there. Every turn him turn, we turned with him.
He didn't go at the stoplight, he made a left at the slip road. And that's when I said to the driver, blow, 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 make him see so we see him because we don't want him to elude us. So by the time I said blow him, my hand was already on the horn, honking it non-stop.
By the time we slow down to watch, we see him brake light. Then we see left hand door pull, so I just push her out.
So we took her to the police station, and the went to the police, the statements were taken, and eventually she was turned over to her parent. It was really a traumatic experience, and I was happy, and we were very happy we were able to save the child.
Their heroic effort did not go unnoticed, as they were selected for the Badge of Honor for Gallantry in the 2022 staging of the National Honors and Awards Ceremony. The ceremony is held annually in honor of the sacrifices and contributions to nation building of Jamaica's 7 national heroes.
For his exemplary bravery in preventing the abduction of a young schoolgirl and for his life-saving action.
Just help when we can help, because I could have my child go see him way and somebody save him, so I'm grateful. So I'm happy to say somebody grateful, so I'm safe for them one,
It feels good. It wasn't something I was expecting. I felt really, really good knowing that I was able to prevent something bad from happening.
It's a good feeling to know that you're being, given some recognition for something I've done. But because the kind of person I am, I like to do my things quietly, because I've been doing a lot of social work, volunteer work.
It does feel elated, to be honest. In the initial point, it wasn't about the award because it was really just about saving a life. And as it is, my mantra is always about, a village does raise a child.
Be sure to join us again tomorrow for the latest news and interesting features. It's our pleasure to keep you informed. Be sure to send your feedback about today's show or any of our programs via email at jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. You can also find more content on our website at jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the production crew, I'm Theodore Henry. Drive safe, walk good, and wear a helmet.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.